All right, let's call another lead. Let's call another seller. This is in Patchogue, New York. The leads that I'm calling are from Lead Zolo. Drew, one of my guys that I work with, he's hooking up with leads so I can call them and show you guys how legit they are. But first, I'm going to call this lead and just see where this area is because oh sweet, this is right on Long Island. Perfect. We got buyers there, 100%. And again, I'm not running comps. I don't give a bump about this property, like the comps and everything, until I call. How much of a waste of time would it have been if I was comping that last EADS property? And then he's like, I'm not selling unless I get a lot. So totally not worth your time to do that. All right. And by the way, I have dual monitors. You need dual monitors to be efficient in this job. You need it. I'm telling you. I'm not playing. You need dual monitors because if you just rocking one screen, extremely difficult to be productive. But with two, money. So I'm looking over here. That's my other screen. So this guy's name is Mark. Again, 3 calls. Sometimes it takes 3 calls, a text and an email.
Hello.
Mark, how are you?
Okay.
Good. Hey, sorry to hit you up out of the blue. We got your information that you submitted to Lead Zolo about being interested in selling your home.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have a couple minutes to chat? I just wanted to see if we could make an offer and get down to what's got you interested in selling.
Okay.
Okay. Good. So you have a 5 or 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Well, Mark, my name's Nathan, and basically what I do is I call to find out the situation and the best way that we can purchase your home, because we have different ways of purchasing homes, from anywhere from a cash offer to partnering with you on a flip to listing it. What else is there? We also can buy it on terms. So it really just depends what you're looking for. And I see that you have the time to sell is 1 to 2 months. Is that correct, or do you need to do it a little bit sooner?
1 to 2 months is good. I mean, sooner would be good, but I can do 1 to 2 months. Yeah.
Is this like like something you need like pretty speedily? Like I know you said 1 to 2 months, but is there like urgency behind this? Like, do you have to get out of there?
No, not really. No.
Okay. So, and I think this is your personal residence, right? It's not like a rental.
Yes, it's a personal residence.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess my first question is I'm taking a look at the property and it looks good. What's got you interested in selling right now?
We plan to move to Florida. I retired recently. My wife just retired. We're going to retire in a couple of weeks.
Congratulations.
So thank you. Yeah. So that's why we want to move on.
What part of Florida?
The Orlando area, like Davenport.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I love Florida. I just was in Tampa, but I had to get out of there because that huge hurricane, if you remember that.
Oh, yeah.
I was there for like a conference. But so just curious, so it sounds like you're moving, relocating because you're retiring. What options have you explored up into this point to sell the home?
Actually, I haven't thought anything. I'm just trying to I was trying to fix up a few things in the house,
Okay.
But I haven't called any. I think you're the first person I'm talking to.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
as far as really moving forward. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm probably the best guy you can talk to, because my goal is just to kind of tell you your options and tell you which one's the best for you and find out what's the best. And then I guess we can dive in deeper and explore further if I'm a good option for you, because we're investors, right? So we're not always the best option for people. We do buy homes very fast and quickly, and it's very convenient, but it's not always the best option, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So tell me about the property itself. Like, does it need like a ton of work, or is it in pretty good shape?
It's in decent shape. It's not the best in landscaping. It could use some landscaping work, but it's not overgrown in reeds or anything like that.
Okay.
We keep the grass cut and things like that. Keep the shrubbery trimmed, but
okay.
It's not fantastic, no.
So landscaping is so, and landscaping is not the biggest deal unless it's like, the yard's destroyed, but it doesn't sound like that.
No.
Okay. How about the home? Have you updated the bathrooms or the kitchen within the last 5 years so it looks like the modern new look, or no?
Well, I mean, I've updated the bathroom. I'm not sure if it's a modern new look, but I mean, I did, redid the shower and redid the bath area and things like that.
Okay.
I mean, it's not going to be in any magazine, but
right.
It looks good.
Yeah, so it's not like a complete updated remodel. Yeah, we always ask because some people they like to, they get to that point, but I totally get it.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, if someone were to move in, I mean, the bathroom would be nice. If they say, I really don't like these colors, they can rip it out. But they
right,
don't have to rip it out right away. It's not like the thing's not functioning, or it's not like it's nasty or anything like that.
for sure, for sure.
They can live with it until they got around to changing it.
Got it. Well, so these are a couple of the options people sell their homes with, and I'll just kind of run you through them and see which one sounds best to you. And then if you want to go one route or the other, then I guess we'll take that route. So with listing your home, have you ever sold your house with listing with a real estate agent?
No.
Okay. So listing currently is like the probably one of the best ways you can make the most money for your home, because even though there's commissions and fees, you're usually typically getting like a family that's going to get a bank loan and they're going to pay the most. But the problem right now with listing, if there is a problem, is like time. It takes quite a bit of time, especially with the market right now shifting like it is. I don't know if you've noticed that in your area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were to list it, you would get the highest price, but it could take several months. I mean, I'm seeing homes that are on the MLS that are just being stuck on there for like 30 to 120 days, right? So anywhere from a month to 4 months. Is that an option for you? Like, does time really matter to you if you can get the highest price?
Yeah, since I'm very new at this, time wouldn't matter. I know, as you mentioned, expenses. I know I figure if it's going to be a cash buy, we're not going to get as much as we would if we listed. But then again, I didn't have a feeling for what my closing costs would be and all that kind of stuff, and plus the realtor fee. I say, what if I rented this house? Let's say I sold this house for $450,000.
Yeah.
And my closing costs all comes like to $30,000. Then I'm going to get $420.
Right.
And someone says, well, we'll buy the house for $420 and we won't even charge anything.
Right.
Then why don't I just do that? You know what I mean? I didn't have a feel for what the closing, what the expenses were going to be.
Yeah.
And what the delta would be as far as listing, as far as cash.
Just hypothetically, you're thinking like 450 is what you'd want to list it, like sell it for, list it for?
Yeah, because that's what I'm looking around the neighborhood. When I look at selling prices, it seems like that's like my neighbor across the street.
Mm.
He had a high ranch, I think 3 bedrooms. I think he sold it for $440.
Okay.
And I think mine had a little bit more square footage than his. And, I thought and plus I don't know if this means anything. I got solar panels up there.
Okay.
But I think I should be about in that area.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm looking at some homes that are in the neighborhood that are around 450. That seems not similar to yours, but at least around the same square footage. And they're listed at 450, but what's the square footage of your home, by the way, so I can make sure I'm checking the right stuff?
I think it's about 2,100.
Okay, 2,100. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. So you got a neighbor right down the street. He's got 2,200 square feet. He's listed at 450 currently. He's on Victoria Circle.
Mm-hmm.
And he's listed at 449, but he's been on the market for 130 days without it selling. It seems like that price range is like what people are listing it for, but it doesn't seem that properties are moving that fast at that price. If you were to list it, it'd probably have to be a little bit less, unless you didn't care to wait, a couple months. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's another one at 445, about the same. It looks kind of like yours. There's 2 levels, except it looks like the garage was converted into another room. This has been on the market for 54 days at 445. So yeah, they're not moving either. So it's potentially, probably 420 is probably more realistic if you were to list it, just to beat out the competition. Okay. So just so 420, the commissions and fees are usually 6% for a listing and a buyer's agent's commission. So 6% of, let's say 420, that's what you would pay if you listed it. Let's see.
Okay.
I'm going to do the math for you, so don't you worry about it. 420 times 6%. So you're right at 394. And then you also have closing costs, and closing costs are generally 1 to 2% of the purchase price. So
okay.
So 420 times, let's see. So let's say 8% fees and commissions after everything's said and done. So you would walk away with about 386 if the house sold for 420 in a couple months. That's probably what it would list for, right? That's an option, right? And that's the most you're going to get because again, you're getting a family to buy it. Now, when it comes to investors like we're in it to make money, so we get it at below what you would walk away with after commissions and fees, and then we fix it up, put some money into it, and then we resell it, and our goal is to make like 15% profit on net profit. Just having that been said, just letting you know like how this works. The offer that I'd have is considerably lower than 380. It'd probably be like 295 to 305. And I know that's like super shocking. I'm just being straight up with you. That's like how the business works. You got to get at a price that is lower so you can fix it up and resell it and make a profit.
Right. I understand. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, does that price range like 295 to 305, if we were to able to get this done in like less than 30 days or 1 to 2 months, and you have to list it, is that worth the haircut that you would take on listing it and waiting?
No, because the reason why I have a mortgage in the house, and I owe 310.
Oh,
so I would need at least enough to pay the mortgage off.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes complete sense. So if we had a partner that was able to purchase the home and buy it for what you owe, would that be something you'd be interested in? Or are you looking to walk away with a certain amount to get, something done?
Yeah. The reason why I want to walk away because I want to use the money, the difference to put down on a house in Florida.
Okay. So you want a down payment?
Yes. Yeah. So I was hoping I get a high enough number to at least do that in Florida. You know what I mean?
What would a down?
So I think if I'm going to get a house in Florida for let's say $350,000, I would need like $70,000 to put down on it, and then I guess there's going to be some closing costs with that as well.
Right.
Probably I guess maybe another $20,000. I don't know. So I figured I need to walk away here with at least $90,000 in my pocket to get out of here.
Yeah. So we run the numbers again on the if you were to list it at 420, and that looks like what things are selling for after your commissions and fees and closing costs of listing it, your number is around 386. So 386 minus what you owe at 310. Best case scenario from what I see is if you list it, best case scenario is you walk away with 76,400 at the moment.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's best case.
Yeah, that wouldn't be enough for me. I'd have to wait for that then.
Yeah. So if you weren't able to get, more than that, are you saying you just, stay in your home until the market rebounds?
Yeah, I would I'm not rushed to get out of here. I was hoping to get out in 1 or 2 months.
Yeah.
But if you tell me I'm going to walk out of here with virtually nothing after I put down another house, then I got no choice but to stay.
Yeah.
Whether that's 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, or a year, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's unfortunate the way the market is. I mean, it was really hot for a while and then, the properties appreciated quite a bit. Now it's like kind of going back down, unfortunately for all of us. Right. I think that's probably your best option is to stay if you don't need to get out of there. I mean, we specialize in working with people who are like, they almost like have to go, right? And then we make them an offer that helps them get to where they need to go.
Right.
But it sounds like that's not what you need.
Yeah, no, I don't have to go. I mean, if I had an offer now that would put me in good shape to go to Florida, I'd be gone next week.
Yes, of course.
But if you're telling me, I'm just going to I've just barely enough to get to pay off the mortgage, then that doesn't make sense to me. That wouldn't make sense.
I'm thinking right here. Let's hypothetically, I had it at 420, because your neighbors' homes aren't selling in the area at 450, but let's just say 450. We give it a shot. You listed at 450, and we do the commissions and fees, 8%, 6% for listing, and then 2% for closing costs. If you were to sell it at 450, you would walk away with 414, and 414 minus your 310 mortgage is $104,000. So that would walk away. So if you were able to sell for 450, then you look good. It looks good for you, I think.
Yeah, 450. Yeah, that would look good because then I could pay off the mortgage and then have money to buy the house down there, and then have some dollars left over, a few dollars left over. In case I needed it when I got to Florida.
Well, is it worth it for you to give it a shot? Like, if I put you in touch with an agent that I work with in the area and he were to list it and just say, hey, look, we don't know if it'll sell at this price, but we can try. And if it doesn't, then, you don't have to go lower. Like, is that worth it to you to try it?
Yeah, it'd be worth to try it, sure.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm just going to save you a lot of time. An investor offer not going to get you the amount of money you need. It's just not, unfortunately. And
that's why I'm glad you took it. I knew it would be lower. I didn't know how much lower. because I see these things where, hey, no closing costs, no fees, no nothing.
Hmm.
But how much lower are you going to buy the house for?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not worth it for me.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was in a desperate situation where I had to get out of here,
Mhm.
then I would say, let's do it. Let me pay them more. Let me get out of here. But we're not in that situation.
Yeah,
So,
those ads
we're
those ads are mainly are it's true that we do those things, but those ads are usually to get people to give us a call, and then we explain, hey, yeah, we can do it, but it's going to be at the price that is makes sense for our business. So, we do a lot of deals with
right.
people. Like I'm working with someone that is in pre-foreclosure right now, so they really need to close quick or they're going to lose their house. So that's kind of where that comes into play, but you're in a different situation.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're in a different
Yeah,
situation.
that I understand. Like if I just couldn't make the mortgage payments and I was in trouble, then I would say, hey, let's cut a deal right now. Let me pay the bank off and let's get out of here.
Right, right.
That would make perfect sense, but that's not the situation that we're in. So,
Yeah.
and if I had another job, if they said, Mark, you got another job down in Florida, you got to get down there. Then I got to get out of this house quickly so I can get down to my next job. Otherwise, I'm not going to make money.
Exactly.
That's not my situation. So I was hoping 1 to 2 months, but if that's not going to be the case, then I guess we'll just have to wait longer.
Yeah, for sure. Well, what I can do is I can put you in touch with a real estate agent that I have that works in the area, and they can talk to you and maybe potentially list your home. And I think that'd be the best spot. Just list it, see what you get. If you don't like it, then obviously you don't have to accept any offers. And if you do, then you're on your way to
Right.
Florida.
Plus, I guess since I've never put this house up before, they can look at it and they can tell me, you need to change this, you need to change that, you need to fix this. They'll tell me what would prevent this house from selling
Exactly.
and what changes I need to make. So I think that would be good. Like I said, we bought this house brand new in '84, and we're the first owners, and we've never put it up on the market. So this will be our first time. So
sounds like we got a plan. Then it sounds like the best thing that we found out is to list it, have an agent come out, tell you what you need to work on, and no more investor calls. Then no more need to talk to investors.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
No, investors. I mean, if I was in a hurry if I had to get out of here, then it would make sense. But
yeah.
That's not the situation, though.
All right. Well, Mark, I really appreciate your time. I will email you. My name is Nathan again. I will be in contact with you to send you an agent that we refer, and hopefully it works out. Hopefully you can get your way to Florida and sell for what you need.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate it.
Have a great day.
You too. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. So best thing I can do is, I'm not a real estate agent, but I know a couple real estate agents. I can refer him to an agent, and then they can pay me a commission off of the listing. I know some agents. That's it, guys. Like, you have to help sellers find out what they want. Like, you can't convince someone to take a low ball cash offer. This guy wants $90,000 so he can get over to Florida. You think he's in any mood or needs any reason to freaking sell quickly? Nah, he just told you he doesn't. My job is not to force or convince people to do something they want to do. My job is to find out what they want and help them get it. That's it. That's what sales is. Find the problem, solve the problem. You're problem solvers. That's it. That's all you are. Okay.